Prompt engineering. Well, if you ever worked with AI, or simply you use the large language model like ChatGPT or Claude, you should know about. In this video, I will go over the fundamentals, based on the IBM course I just took. So, let's take a deeper dive. This is a course that I would recommend to everyone. Prompt engineering from IBM. Concise but very informative. In 3 modules, it will take you one afternoon, full speed, or maybe the weekend. Okay? Why prompt engineering is important? Well, I can explain it in the code. Here I created a couple of graphs. As we mentioned in earlier videos, a large language model is a predictor. You can think the next word as a data point. This is our prompt with our words, and this is the answer that we hope to obtain. This is a correct answer. Okay? If we give this and this unclear, we don't get it. We get what is called an hallucination. If we refine the prompt and we add more information, things get better. Okay? Simple as that. It's not about talking to a human or like if it was a human. It's about adding more and better data points. Simple as that. And to explain it, what did I do? I used a prompt. I use a large language model. This is Claude. I uploaded the notes that I took, and I used a prompt. That is here. So this is essentially the content that I went through. Prompt engineering mastery. First of all, what is a prompt? A prompt is any input that you provide to a generative model to produce the desired output, similar to the data points that we just saw. However, when we think about the prompt, we always think about text. This is partially correct, in the sense that we normally use a text, but can be voice, be sound, can be an image as well. Like, take this image and whatever. Okay? An example, write an essay about 10 most famous Italian writers of the last century. Okay? So, based on the training, we will get an answer. The golden rule, GIGO, applies very well to prompt engineering. This is normally used for machine learning prediction. If I get an instrument that doesn't work and gives me bad data, I cannot hope that AI will improve the outcome. Okay? I pass them through AI, I also get rubbish, garbage in, garbage out. But can be gold in, gold out. If I give good data, I get good result. If I craft my prompt well, I get a really good answer. Okay? And accurate answer. What are the basics, the building blocks? First of all, define your goal. You have to clearly what you want. Okay? What is the result? In this case, PowerPoint presentation. A context. Target to YouTube audience. Okay? You are a content creator. Your content creator is also a persona pattern, by the way. Additional data. Well, lot of additional data in the sense that I gave all my notes about the IBM course. Output indicator, keep text concise. You can even specify a certain length if you want. Is an iterative process. So you define your goal, you give an initial prompt, You test it, you evaluate, that's normally the human in the loop, and then you refine the prompt. You repeat it until you are satisfied. We have several techniques to get to this point. The zero-shot prompting is the simplest, but also the most used ones. For well-understood tasks, basic arithmetic, general queries, like what is the capital of France? That's an example. One shot. We don't need to give instructions, examples, what is a capital. No, it's fairly simple. When tasks get a bit more complex, it's a good idea to give examples. So, I classify the sentiment, I love this movie, as positive. When I give the instruction, classify this film was disappointing, it's easier to guess that the answer is negative, okay? Because we have already a good example here. Few-shot prompting, where we even give more examples. That's for complex tasks, bit harder math problems, or where we want higher accuracy. Definitely not if we want to know the capital of France. In general, we have any way to keep the best practices. Use simple language and clear instructions. Avoid jargon. It would be like putting a strange data point in the linear regression. Be specific and use examples when needed or when possible. Okay? Examples help, like in the case of the sentiment analysis. Assume a persona, because this tailors the answer that we get, in this case, content creator, and list features like mask length, style, format. Again, that helps getting a desired output. Those are general good practices. And then, as I anticipated, talking about the different modules, in module 2 you start to have more advanced way of prompting. This is the interview technique. You are an Italian cuisine expert, interview me, ask you one question at a time. Why? Because when we get questions, then we give answers that will help getting to the results. And here I go. Okay? Here is the Italian dinner recipe, but with these prompt instructions, I get this. What is your preferred cuisine style with Italian food? And then I answer, and I will iterate over it. Of course, we don't go through the whole process now. Voila. Chain of thought, important. We guide now ourselves, the LLM, step by step to the result. I don't expect question answer as in the previous example, but I give steps. I can use like prompt instruction, please break down step by step. I would prefer to give elements, okay? This is a generic prompt, and these are the prompt instructions. Important when we will talk about agents in next videos, or when you want to build some. You have to give agent a persona. In this case would be a content creator, in previous case would be an Italian chef, or here is a marine biologist, and give tasks, okay? And then you can give generic questions that will be answered in a more accurate way. Tree of thought, when you have several experts, okay, then you go through several paths. Here, so this gets eliminated, then this gives another answer which is incorrect, we get these and these, okay? Is not very well used, is for more complex problems. It's not so widely adopted. When do you have to create an image? You apply the same principles. So you specify, like keep text concise, the desired outcome. Hyper detail, sharp focus. You can use repetitions, okay, if you really want certain visual elements. You can use weighted terms, like I add a number next to a word so that the model will take it with a higher weight. Sometimes you can also say avoid these and these deformities. That's what you see when the model is not as performance. Okay. Let's say that you can help in that sense, but in general, I would say refer to prompts that have already been made or take inspiration. This is an example for coding prompts in GitHub. There are good examples also for image generation. We will not give them right now, but gives you the idea. So, to wrap up, be specific, okay? Vague prompts, vague results. Iterate. That's what we have seen. By the way, this is the version 3. I had to iterate even for this presentation. Test different approaches. When just your simple question doesn't work, you need to give examples. Important, document what works. There are examples like we saw here in this GitHub page. However, it's much better to create your own prompts because it's tailored to your need. And then you're ready to master AI. Okay? Now, just go and try. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe and see you to the next.